prosperity in our lives and also bestows liberation upon us. Worshipping Kalabhairava awakens the feeling connection we have and help us to see the deep compassion and lovingness in Kalabhairava. And another verse from the Kalabhairavashtakam in the 6th verse, it says, Nrityu Darpanashanam Karaladam Stramokshanam. And the translation for this is, destroys the pride of death manifested as fear within us, and whose large terrible fangs liberate us from the fear of death. And Bhagavan Kalabhairava liberates us from the fear of death, which is the root of all the fears that we experience in our lives. And in the 7th verse, also a line says, Drishtipata Ashtapapa Jalamugra Shashanam Ashtasiddhidayakam Kapalamali Kandaram.
Yes, and the translation of this verse, whose terrific glance destroys the net of power, the net of the powerful and the mighty rule of sins in our mind, who bestows the 8 siddhis and who wears a garland of skulls. Just one Vaidava destroys the various sins committed by us in our lifetime. Just by worshipping Bhagavan Kalabhairava, he removes the SDHD and other patterns which don't allow us to manifest and shower us with the various powers given by Paramashiva.
And in the 9th verse of the Kalabhairava it says, Shoka Moha Dainya Loba Kopatapanashanam Te Prayanti Kalabhairavangi Sannidham Dhruvam. Which means, and which destroys mental sorrows and afflictions, delusions and infatuations, wretchedness and depressions, passion and anger, and mental heat and burns. And after death, the devotee will surely attain the feet of Sri Kalabhairava. And Bhagavan Kalabhairava destroys and burns the patterns of sorrow, delusion, and depression and anger inside us. And when we come to an end of this lifetime, it is rest assured that we will merge in oneness with Bhagavan Kalabhairava himself.
So now let us understand the 5 sutras to manifest Kalabhairava. Let us learn the science of Kalabhairava. There are 5 sutras, truth, revealed by the Supreme Conceptualism on the 17th of January 2021. These 5 sutras are the technique to experience Kalabhairavoham and live as Kalabhairava. Listen to these 5 statements intensely. The Supreme Conceptualism reveals you will become enlightened and start manifesting powers now. So now let us watch that discourse and understand the 5 sutras to manifest Kalabhairavoham as revealed by the Supreme Conceptualism.
Paramashivasamarambam Nithyanandeshwari Parashaktam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respect and blessings. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Kartas, Kotari, Tanedar, visitors, viewers, ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, everyone sitting with us with my love and blessings. My blessings to New Zealand and Fiji Sangha, Kailasa in New Zealand and Kailasa in Fiji. I enjoyed your sincerity and integrity. Thank you. So beautiful. Practically, I know everyone, Gautamananda and Kavita, Murali, Kaladevi, Neha. I know every one of you. Love you guys. Only I'm not seeing Ma Deva Vedanta. I don't know where my Ma Deva Vedanta is, but love and blessings to all of you. I know every one of you, Ma Barbara. I know literally all of you by name, and blessings to the whole New Zealand Sangha. So beautiful. And blessings to all of you. Ma Deepika, Ma Neha, Ma Kavita, and Kaladevi. Blessings. Murali, every one of you, my blessings. Let's enter into today's satsang. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Listen. Listen to these 5 statements intensely. You will become enlightened and start manifesting powers now, immediately. I am not playing with your greed. I am playing with your consciousness. Listen carefully. I am not playing with your greed. I am playing with your consciousness. Listen to the 5 statements I am going to make now. These are the 5 sutras. I am going to reveal the sutras only now, doing Kandana Mandana and establishing the powerfulness of the sutra is the job of the Bhashyakaras, my Sampradaya, my disciples. Now, I am only going to reveal these 5 sutras. Listen to these 5 sutras. Sutra 1. The person, being, who is bold enough to deny existence of suffering and pain in your life, even if your mind brainwashes you and forces you to believe that suffering exists, in front of that mind, if you boldly stand and terrorize that mind by your powerful way of denying the existence of suffering, you become the space for Mahakala Bhairava, and no karma touches you. You establish yourself in the neutral zone called Nirvikalpa Samadhi. I'll repeat. Powerfully, if needed, arrogantly, with tremendous pride, declare your Paramashivatva by arrogantly, if needed, illogically, even if it feels like stupid, terrorize your mind by denying the suffering and pain. Just deny to accept the existence of pain and suffering. Do not look for solution. Do not look for compromised understanding. Do not look for quick relief. Do not look for alternative methods. Do not look for solution. Be powerful. Needed, even be arrogant or irrational, illogical, stupid. Anything is okay. Just deny the existence of suffering and pain. For all my disciples who knows I am truth, nothing but truth, Satya, I am giving this as initiation. You will all be successful in this initiation truth. Decide to treat your mind or anyone externally or internally trying to convince you that you have suffering, you have pain, treat them very cheaply, like a shit. Whether somebody outside or somebody inside, trying to convince you, brainwash you, that the suffering and pain exists, treat them like a shit, cheap. Listen carefully. Your conscious decision, suffering doesn't exist, pain doesn't exist. Even if I am terrorized by the pain and suffering, I will stand by my Guru Vak. Pain and suffering does not exist. Even if you are surrounded by the lava, molten, the melted stone, lava, declare, my Guru has told there is no pain, there is no suffering. I will throw my jata for you to hold and lift you to Kailasa. Listen. demonstrate your powerfulness, even if it looks like arrogance, in front of delusion which is trying to brainwash you. You have suffering, you have pain. Listen carefully. When you deny outright the existence of pain and suffering, the whole change goes on. The whole change happens in your system, creates space for Paramashiva. Suddenly you will see the universe is moving around you. You are the center. Listen. Look for peace, you will enjoy bliss. Don't look for bliss, you will always land in hopelessness. Understand this first sutra. When I say deny pain and suffering, I am not saying look for bliss. No, look for peace. Deny pain, deny suffering, deny their very existence, not their reasons, cause. No. Shit is a shit is a shit. And the beauty is, the good news is that shit doesn't exist. That's the good news I have for you. Pain is a shit may not be a good news. But the shit called pain does not exist is a good news. Listen intensely. This one sutra can give enlightenment to all my disciples now. This moment. You can start manifesting powers. Just decide. I deny the existence of any form of pain and suffering inside and outside me. I am not interested in even recognizing the existence of pain and suffering. If you don't even accept the existence of that shit, why will you try to find the cause of that shit? Denial of pain and suffering gives you one of the greatest opening to look into the reality. Denial of pain and suffering, I am not teaching as a technique for you to practice, as a truth for you to wake up. Being my disciple, you don't have a right to suffer or have pain. Either be my disciple and renounce the right to have suffering and pain, or marry the pain and suffering and drop me. Decision to deny the pain and suffering and its very existence in any form is the pure neutral space Nirvikalpa Samadhi in you. It does not come by practice, it comes by decision. It comes by decision, not by any practice. Decide. Enough. I went through this rut of pain, that pain and suffering exists, and then trying to find the cause, and then trying to find the solution. By the time I find the solution, I realize the solution is not working, and by the time I find that solution is not working, I am more frustrated, and with the more frustration, I find more pain and suffering. The moment you accept the existence of pain and suffering, you put your leg on the sarukupparai, slippery rock of delusion. After that, nobody can save you. So deny the very existence. Don't try to make a technique out of what I am saying. To all my disciples, I am giving a command, not technique, order. You don't have a right to have suffering or pain. By becoming my disciple, you have committed your life, your inner space to me, and you don't have a right to have pain or suffering. Listen carefully. When you decide the pain and suffering has no existence, this is the truth. Even till I realize, because Swamiji has realized he loves me, he will tell only good to me, reveal only the truth to me. Because he has revealed, I know for sure there is no suffering, there is no pain. And I won't get brainwashed by any fellow who is trying to tell me that suffering and pain exists. Anyone who is lower than my guru who is trying to wash my brain. My guru who is trying to wash my brain is far superior for me than anyone who is trying to brainwash me with the existence of pain and suffering ideas. The first sutra. The second sutra, listen. Second sutra, your mind reflects on your brain, and your brain is given a special power to rejuvenate itself in 1 year. In 1 year, the brain completely releases all the old dead cells and recreates itself. It's a even modern day science agrees. It is not only that Ayurveda, the Vedic biology, Hindu biology reveals this truth. Even the modern day science agrees with what I am revealing. Your brain completely replaces itself every 1 year. Listen. When your brain replaces itself, replenishes itself, recreates itself, it can either expand its possibility to radiate Paramashiva, or it can shrink its ability to radiate Paramashiva. Both possibilities exist, but there is no neutral. There is no neutral gear. There is no such thing as just, I am just stable. I am neither going down nor going up. No, that doesn't exist. Either you go up or you go down. That's it. So now be very clear. If you decide the truth today, I am declaring this first sutra very arrogantly. Have pride. You have Paramashiva as Guru. You have Paramashiva directly teaching you and initiating you. And you don't even need to teach what I am teaching. If you have the arrogance, Paramashiva is your Guru, you simply know what I am revealing is the truth and you just start living. Listen, very rare to have intimate feeling connection with me because I have created enough rumors and scandals around me. All those vada soda soda, cheap, shitty mind cannot get connected to me or accept me. It needs tremendous maturity. Even to feel this fellow is talking the truth. Even if you feel this guy is telling the truth and this guy seems to be loving me, be very clear, you are a matured guy. You think all these rumors and scandals which are getting created around me is not under my control? That's the way I cheat human beings. I tell you, if you feel these three statements, I think Swamiji loves me. And I know for sure Swamiji knows the ultimate truth. And I think Swamiji tells the ultimate truth to me. If you believe these three statements, or even any one of these three statements, just stand up and do a pradakshina. Namaskar means circumambulation of yourself. Atma pradakshina, just love yourself. Celebrate yourself for being yourself. You are worthy of namaskara, pradakshina namaskara. That's a powerful blessing, I tell you. If you cognize even any one of these three statements, now what I am telling you will straight go into your system. I'll just nail it straight on your brain. Decide, be arrogant, I am disciple of எங்க சாமி எவனையும் கேர் பண்ணாது. அத மாதிரிதான் நாங்களும். With this clarity, deny the existence of all kinds, types, dimensions of pain and suffering. Even if your brain tells, even if your mind tells, you are sinking in the ocean, the lava is surrounding you, burning your skin. Just tell, pain doesn't exist, suffering doesn't exist. I'll throw my jata and just lift you. Don't worry. Just lift you to Kailasa. And I tell you, death is not end. Mental breakdown is the greatest loss in the life. Not death. Be very clear. Death is not end of the life. It's not full stop. It's just a comma. The greatest loss in life is collapsing from powerful cognition, not death. Fools are those who teach death is the last. Collapsing from powerful cognition is the greatest loss. Hold on to this powerful truth. Be very clear inside you. Powerfully deny the existence of suffering and pain. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. When you decide with this clarity and truth, the brain which gets rebuilt, newly built, gets rejuvenated, will just expand and reflect the pure cosmos. It will just open up to superconsciousness and vibrate Shiva, 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 Shiva. Hey, listen, our ancestors, rishis, not only knows the whole movement of sun, moon, 9 planets, far beyond the planets, even the stars, so clearly, the 27 stars and their movements they know. How do you think? Thousands of years before in the Surya Siddhanta, they have described the whole cosmos so clearly because their brain was able to manifest, reflect the pure cosmos. Their consciousness was so peaceful in Shanti, established in Shanti. Careful, listen carefully. Deny the existence of pain and suffering for joy, bliss, excitement. Look for peace, Shanti. You will get it. You will get it. You will get it. When you look for Shanti, not only you will start enjoying the juice Shanti inside you, that juice makes you a matured being. Consciously matured being. And that maturity creates intense excitement, energy, bliss, joy as a side effect. Don't look for the side effect. So listen carefully. The first sutra, deny the existence of all pain and suffering, all dimensions and aspects of pain and suffering. Even if you are getting drowned in the ocean, just tell yourself, Swamiji said there is no pain or suffering. Come what may, let's see. But there is no pain or suffering. Be very clear. You won't have death. Death is not end. Choosing the truth is worse than death. Society has brainwashed you too much. Society has brainwashed you too much. by giving the multiple layered lies. Listen. This multiple layered lies catch your attention. Even if you are convinced about the one lie, gone. You have put your leg on the slippery rock and you will land in the end delusion. Don't. Deny the fundamental, foundational brainwashing technique used by society, deluded society on you about the existence of pain and suffering. Listen, it is not okay to be normal with absolutely sick social conditioning. Don't try to be normal with the shit, sick social conditioning. Meditate, contemplate, internalize all the statements today I am making. The first statement is about the truth, denial of all the brainwashing done to you about the pain and suffering. Second statement, this decision to be in truth will expand your brain's ability to reflect, radiate, manifest superconsciousness with the powerful cosmic space and this cosmic nada, Shiva, 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 Mahanada, Shiva, 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 Shiva. When your brain develops the capacity to reflect and radiate the cosmos in the pure conscious form, your mind can never take possession of your brain and brainwash you to believe into anything called pain and suffering. This is the greatest liberation. This is the greatest liberation. Now, third statement. Listen to this third statement. I am having 25 heads, one consciousness. In you, you have broken yourself into 25 consciousness, even though you have only one head. One head, but working in 25 different, getting pulled and pushed in 25 directions. In my case, I have 25 head, but all integrated to one consciousness. That's why I can think 25 various things and manifest all the 25 various things at a time in a cool, stress-free way. Absolutely. I tell you, even the traitors, drohis, guru drohis, and criminals who conspired against me, even if you talk to them offline, they will tell, oh God, what a memory Swamiji has. What an administration capacity. How he knows thoroughly everything from end to end. Whether how many organizations are there in how many countries, or how many tumblers are there in each ashram, or in which ashram there is a compound wall, which ashram there is only fencing, in which ashram there is a borewell pump, and which ashram there is only a government water supply. Even the people who hate me, who cherish enmity towards me, who are Guru Drohis, even those Drohis, traitors, can't deny my ability to digest information and continue to function without losing the focus or getting distracted. Understand? That is because 25 heads, one consciousness. In your case, one head, conscious is broken 25 ways. One side, your hunger is pulling you in one direction. Another side, your lust is pulling you in another direction. Another side, your fear is pulling you in another direction. Another side, your insecurities are pulling you in another direction. This 25. That is why I am saying, deny the existence of all these so-called ideas of suffering and delusion outright. Don't even put the leg on the slippery rock. You may ask, oh, if I deny the pain and suffering, how will I live a practical life? After you deny the existence of pain and suffering, life positive approach will start flowering in you. Till then, what you know is life negative. Nothing called life happened to you till you decide to learn, open up to the truth that there is no suffering, there is no pain. Till then, what you know is all cheap life negative game, slow suicide. I am giving you now, with the blessings and permission and grace of Paramashiva, the very own powerful space of Paramashiva to all of you, the very own inner space of Paramashiva, powerfulness to all of you. This is initiation, not just instruction. Especially all my disciples. As I said, these three statements. Swamiji tells the truth. And Swamiji knows the ultimate truth. I think Swamiji loves me, so he will not cheat me. He will only tell the truth to me. In these three statements, even if you are able to believe, cognize one statement, you are my disciple. If you believe all three, great. As I said, you should stand up and do Atma Pradakshana for yourself, proud of yourself. You can do all this for you and demonstrate your own love for you. You are blessed. You are really blessed. Because if you believe in these three statements, any one, your heart will start vibrating with this sacred truth I am declaring and revealing to you. You may not show your excitement outside because others are watching, but inside, hey, I know what Swamiji is telling is the truth. That's me, that's me, that's me. He's talking to me. I think he's watching me directly in the Zoom. That's me. To me, he's talking. Understand? I'm talking to each one of you who are listening to me now. Who are listening to me now. Decide to be with the 25 head, one consciousness. Not one head, 25 consciousness, broken as pieces. No. Your decision to be with 25 head and one consciousness will suddenly make you stress-free. Decide you are Paramashiva. Even if 25 things are going on in your head, you will live as one consciousness. Suddenly you will be stress-free and you will discover the peace inside you. The peace which is in the center of this universe. Your decision is enough, is what I am repeating. Now, the fourth statement, fourth sutra. Your decision to deny the existence of any form of pain, suffering, delusion, its aspects, dimensions, etc., mentioned and above, not mentioned. Mentioned above and not mentioned, everything. Your decision to deny it makes such beautiful space in you. Simply start manifesting powers and play with the powers. That will give you tremendous confidence to strengthen powers and powerfulness and deny the existence of pain and suffering and the lower way of existing. This fourth statement, you should intensely listen attentively and meditate, internalize. See, you become Bhairava. Mahakala Bhairava, Mahabhairava. Mahabhairava does not have karma. Anyone tries to attack him, they get the karma and they suffer. He himself does not have any karma. He is in a pure space. You establish yourself in that very space. You yourself will see clearly. When somebody does good to you, they get good. When somebody tries to do bad to you, they get bad. But you don't have any karma. You are not the initiator of karmas. And suddenly your past disowns you. Not that you disown your past disowns you. Your past should disown you. Then you are liberated once for all. Your husband should run away from you. Then you are liberated once for all. Now, I am not saying literally. I meant anything you want to get rid of, that should get rid of you. Then you are liberated once for all. You trying to get rid of your past is a cheap, stupid way. That is not Nithyananda way. Your past should get terrorized and should decide to get rid of you. Your past should feel this guy nut gone loose. Not only the nut gone loose, screw gone loose, his main shaft itself is missing. So where will I go and fit myself in his life? It should get terrorized and just leave you. Listen. Take this teaching very sincerely and very seriously. And especially when you have a love for me, it will be very easy. Because, I may sound a little cranky, but I tell the truth as it is. See, when you start loving me, the whole pseudo dignity of the society loses power over you. You are detoxed by the stupid social conditioning. You become pure space for Paramashiva's ultimate truths to manifest. Sit like Mahabhairava, Mahakala. I am telling you the truth. You are Mahakala Bhairava. I am not brainwashing you. Actually, if I want to exploit you, I should tell you you are something lower than God. I should be brainwashing you into some lower identity so that I can continue to exploit you. But I am not interested in exploiting you. I am interested in expressing through you. You are my soulmate. You are my conscious life partner. I celebrate when you are liberated. Anyone who is now catching what I am saying and saying, yes, Swamiji told, I have no suffering, no pain forever. And I am deciding I have no suffering, no pain. You are my beloved now. I just want to hug you. You are my own. I have only one reason to tell the truth, because truth makes you fulfilled and makes me fulfilled. You are Kala Bhairava. Sit like Kala Bhairava and tell very clearly to your past, present, future. Hey, I am Kala Bhairava. Anyone tries to do good to me, they will be given good. Anyone tries to do bad, they will be given bad. But I am not initiator of any karma. I am the neutral, sacred space, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. If you throw laddu on me, you will get the laddu back. If you throw stone on me, you will get that stone back. If you throw the shit on me, you will get that shit back. But nothing will touch me, and I will not throw anything. I will not be working, operating in any of the cognition level where this sick society operates. There is no concept of pseudo dignity and the reason to operate. Far from pseudo dignity. With this clarity, sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. I tell you that quality which oozes out from your consciousness into your body, it will actually literally bring that sweetness in your tongue. That is what is actually Amrita. Amrita means the principles of immortality digested, cognized by your mind and gets sunk, drilled, driven into your brain, and that brain's opening up, flowering, that Sahasrara Chakra flowering, and that honey pours inside the system, literally brings sweetness inside your throat. Amrita. Principles of immortality. Truths of immortality. When they are chewed by your mind and gets into your brain, the chemistry, alchemistry happens in you, in your biology, is nectar. Actually, I am tasting that this very moment. That's the reason I am taking a few seconds to settle down and speak. Now, the fifth statement. Listen to this fifth statement. When you start actively practicing this truth, express it in your inner image with yourself, through your outer image with others, all the conflict will become irrelevant. Be powerful, bold, to stand any stress created externally or internally. When you manifest this truth and demonstrate your vairagya and will persist, uncompromisingly. Vairam vainda vairagyam. Vairagya like a diamond. Vajra. Vajra vairagya. That's all. That's all. Listen, 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 listen to this truth and internalize, manifest. All of you are my loved ones, my soulmates, my beloveds. I am keeping amidst so much of attack, whether assassination attacks, attempts, or defamation, identity, whatever the lies and shit, false pains, sufferings thrown on me, not only I deny them, I disgrace all those pain and suffering. Blessings. Blessings to all of you. Let this initiation happen and all of you manifest. This great enlightenment experience. The state, space, powers of Paramashiva. I also have a lot of proclamations and letters of appreciation from all over the world. I'll upload all of it in the Facebook and social media. Please enjoy them. Maybe I'll read out in further satsangs. Today we have 143 proclamation letters from all over the world. But now I wanted to give you all the time to meditate and be in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living. Shuddhatvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa Paramashiva, Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Yes. So let us understand the fourth sutra that the Supreme Concept reveals. Maha mentions what is not mentioned here also makes such a beautiful space in you. You will simply start manifesting and playing with the powers. It will give you tremendous confidence and strength and strengthen your powerfulness and deny the existence of pain and suffering and lower way of existing.
And the fourth statement, you should intensely listen, repeatedly, and internalize. You will become Bhairava, Mahakala Bhairava, Mahabhairava. And Mahabhairava does not have karma. Anyone who tries to attack him, they get the karma and they suffer. He is in a pure space. You establish yourself in that very space. You yourself will see clearly when somebody does good to you, they get good, and when they do bad to you, they get bad. You are not the initiator of karmas. Suddenly your past disowns you, not that you disown your past. Then you are liberated once and for all.
And the Supreme Concept of Wisdom has revealed, take this teaching very sincerely and very seriously, especially when you have love for me. It will be very easy because you know I tell the truth as it is. When you start loving me, the whole pseudo dignity of society loses power over you. You become a pure space of Paramashiva, or the ultimate manifest.
So now let us do a small process. You can sit like Kalabhairava and tell your past.
Let's go through this process now and sit like Kala Bhairava and tell your past, present, and future. I am Kala Bhairava. Anyone that tries to do good to me, they will be given good. Anyone tries to do bad to me, they will be given bad. But I am not the initiator of any karma. I am the neutral sacred space of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. If you throw laddu on me, you will get laddu back. If you throw stone on me, you will get stone back. If you throw shit on me, you will get shit back. But nothing will touch me. I will not throw anything back at you in any cognition level where this sick society operates. There is no concept of pseudo dignity as a reason to operate. So, with this clarity, sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So, how do you sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi? Do not create a thought. Do not sustain a thought. Do not try to destroy or fight with a thought. Just don't bother about what is going on inside you. Whether thought, emotion, pain, or peace, do not respond to anything. Just decide, let me be unclutched. Sit with the unclutched Nirvikalpa Samadhi. It will literally bring the sweetness in your tongue. That is what is actually Amrita. So now let us spend the next 5 minutes experiencing this state of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, this space where you are beyond all karma. So let us sit and experience Mahakala Nirvikalpa Samadhi state.
Yes. So now, let us move on.
So demonstrate your vairagya, your detachment and will persistent uncompromisingly. When you start actively practicing this truth, expressing it in your inner image with yourself and through your outer image with others, all the conflict will become irrelevant. Be powerful, bold, to stand any stress created externally or internally. When you manifest this truth and demonstrate your vairagya and will persistent uncompromisingly.
And the Atma Pramana for this was when, at the age of 10, Supreme Point of Hinduism experienced the truth that pain is a lie. And it started with Annamalai Swamigal saying that we are not the body and we are beyond the body. He started teaching Ramana Maharishi's teachings to the Supreme Point of Hinduism. And the Supreme Point of Hinduism ran home and wanted to check how we can be beyond the body and we are beyond pains and sufferings. So the Supreme Point of Hinduism took a shaver. In those days, his father used to have a slide blade in his shave. He took the razor and literally cut his thigh. Of course, there was bleeding. The Supreme Point of Hinduism's mother saw and immediately rushed into the hospital. Their family doctor, Dr. Karunanidhi, attended to him, and the doctor was like a family, and almost 13 stitches were given to the Supreme Point of Hinduism to stop the bleeding. And he did all that was needed medically, and then he said in front of the Supreme Point of Hinduism and his parents, this is, he has purposely done it because it is so deep. No cut cannot be accidental. Ask him why he did it. So the Supreme Point of Hinduism's parents started investigating why the Supreme Point of Hinduism did this. The doctor even had a doubt whether it was a suicide attempt. Then Swamiji explained the whole thing to his mother and father and to the doctor that Annamalai Swamigal told, we don't have pain. And I just want to check whether I have pain or not. So I cut myself to see whether I have pain and suffering or not.
And when the Supreme Concept of Hinduism shared this with Annamalai Swamigal, his guru, and shared how he experimented with this truth, his guru, Annamalai Swamigal, was so happy and blessed him and told him that because of his intensity in his thinking and intensity to experiment with these truths, that he will surely experience this space beyond pain and suffering. And on the 14th of June 2011, the Supreme Concept of Hinduism suffered a complicated type 1 open fracture of both the bones and the right forearm. The usual pain experienced by this kind of double open fracture would cause excruciating pain for weeks and leave one bedridden with the hand completely immobilized. Pain medication would be absolutely a necessity. However, in the case of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism, from the moment the horrendous fracture occurred, the Supreme Concept of Hinduism was continuously joyful and smiling. Even while preparing for the travel to the hospital, the Supreme Concept of Hinduism suggested that the doctors perform the surgery without any anesthesia and continuously shared that he never experienced any pain at any time during the entire incident. He never used pain medications either.
And when you deny the existence of pain and suffering in your life, how beautifully Kalbhaiva takes care of you. And Kalbhaiva takes care of you very beautifully. And many disciples have shared their experience of how Kalbhaiva takes care of them. And there are many videos on YouTube, so you can search it up and watch the videos of the sharings of the disciples sharing their experience.
So now let us understand why we need Guru in our lives. Why do we need Guru to experience this space beyond pain and suffering, beyond any karma? The Guru or Master is not a vyakti, a person as you imagine. He is simply a physical representation of the divine. In the Vedic tradition, the spiritual teacher, the Guru or the Master, is said to be more important than God. God is always and everywhere, but it is Guru who opens the disciples' eyes to God, to the existence of God. The master is the doorway to one of one's own experience of the divine.
And in the Guru Gita, in the scripture that Paramashiva himself explains the importance of Guru, there are a few verses which the entire Guru Gita speaks about the importance of Guru. So let us see a few verses from the Guru Gita. So the 21st verse says, Ananyas chintayanto mam sulabam paramam padam tasmat sarva prayatnena gururaradhanam kuru.
In the translation of this verse, the supreme state is easily attained by those who think of nothing else but me. Therefore, strive to the utmost to propitiate the Guru.
And the 18th verse of the Guru Gita says, Guru Murtim Smare Nityam Guru Nama Sada Jape Prakurvita Gururanyanna Bhavaye.
In the translation of this verse, always remember the Guru's form. Constantly repeat the divine name given by the Guru. Always follow the Guru's commands and think of nothing else other than the Guru.
And the 11th verse also beautifully says, Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma Shri Guru Pada Sevanat Dehi Brahma Bhavedyasmat Vat Kripartam Vadamite.
Out of compassion for you, I shall teach you how the embodied soul becomes Brahman, having been purified of all sins by serving the feet of the Sri Guru. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revealed that in order to connect with the Guru, to experience the state of Kailasa'S, just make yourself available. And let us listen to this revelation now.
I am sitting with each one of you personally, individually, and making myself available. This being is now available to all of you, to each one of you. I am making myself available to each one of you. To each one of your being. Now the relationship is absolutely between you and me. It is absolutely you and me. Allow me to fill you. Allow my being inside you. When you start tasting my being, all your past fears, greeds, powerlessness, everything will just become irrelevant. You will be showered with the boons you aspired for and you can never even imagine. You will understand the highest, ultimate dimensions of the life and universe. If you have been begging for a few tons of gold, you are going to be granted hills of diamonds. Not just few tons of gold which you are aspiring, hills of diamonds. Beyond you can even ask or imagine. So understand, all your fears and greeds will become irrelevant. The first Shiva's being, me, going to do in you all, manifest my state, space, powers intensely. Make yourself available for every session. Nothing else is needed. Just make yourself available. Anyone makes yourself available, I'll make myself available to you. All the words I am uttering are mantra. I am not going to give you any teaching. I am not going to give you any technique. I am just directly uttering every word which is mantra to manifest in your being. I am manifesting Paramashiva, myself completely, so your brain can mirror these neuron activities. Understand?
Yes. And here is a beautiful sharing of a disciple of the Buddhism who experienced Kalabhairava's blessing with the footprint of Kalabhairava on his head after the Akashic reading. So this sharing is available on YouTube. You can go ahead and watch the sharing on YouTube. We'll be moving on to the rest of the segment. So all of us want to live without pain and suffering in our lives. We want to live as Kalabhairava, denying the existence of pain and suffering. However, we have one question. Is it really possible for me? How long will it take for me to realize this? I have tried this before, but I've not been successful. Is there an instant way for me to manifest and experience this truth? Does Hinduism offer a solution that is instant and immediate? The good news is yes, Hinduism does provide an instant way to experience Kalabhairavoham. The great news is you are going to learn the sacred science here and now. So let us look and understand the secret to manifest Kalabhairavoham instantly. So every action becomes an independent energy. Every action the divine performs becomes an independent energy. Every action done in the cosmos becomes an independent energy. For example, Paramashiva blessed Brahma with Paramashivoham experience by removing Brahma's ego, cutting of Brahma's fifth head. That action became an independent energy. That is what is called Kalabhairava. Paramashiva destroyed the ego of Daksha. That action became an independent energy called Virabhadra.
And Paramashiva did the action of begging from the rishis to teach them a lesson to take their pride away. And that action became the form of Paramashiva called Bhikshadan. And Paramashiva destroyed Daman, who was hiding in the form of an elephant. And that action became an independent deity as Gajasamharamurti. And Paramashiva danced in ecstasy. And that action, through that action, he became the deity, the god of Nataraja. And then Paramashiva saved Markandeya from death, and that form of that action became an independent deity of Kala Kala.
So understand, every action of Paramashiva is an independent energy. The ultimate energy becomes one deity. When you connect with those independent and intelligences, those deities, whatever you want immediately happens. Immediate results can be achieved by connecting with those deities, by praying to them, and offering your love, your gratitude, and experiencing that oneness with each of these deities.
And the Shastra Pramana for this comes from the Bhagavad Gita, which which reveals the immediate manifestation of desires. And it comes from the fourth chapter, 12th verse, and it says, Kang Kangshatah karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devata kshipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. And the translation is, those who long for the result of an action worship with rites the divine energies, for in this mortal world the success of an action becomes immediately.
So connect with the deity that is the energy that you want to manifest. For example, if you want to manifest the experience of Kailasa'S, that experience being beyond karma, beyond pain and suffering, connect with Kailasa'S. Any results you want to manifest, worship the divine energies that are the embodiment of those specific principles. If you want to conquer your ego, then worship Kailasa'S. So in this next segment, we will be going through some of the various ways that we can offer our gratitude, our love, and connect to Kailasa'S, to worship Kailasa'S, to pray to Kailasa'S. So we will be going through some of the various ornaments and offerings that we can make to Bhagavan Kailasa'S. So please stay tuned for this next segment.
Nithyananda. Now we'll be moving to the next segment where we'll be looking at the various offerings that we can make to Bhagwan Kala Bhairava, the traditional offerings that we can offer to Bhagwan Kala Bhairava as we get ready to receive the darshan today. And in the tradition, the offering is a pure gift of love, devotion, and oneness for the divine. And only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. The offerings are not made out of fear or greed. And when an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out for the purpose of enlightenment. And today, you can make any of these traditional offerings, which are offered as an expression of our sacred sentiment.
So the first offering that we have is the Sankalpa chanting, the offering of your conscious resolution to the feet of Mahakala Bhairava. And in this verse from the Shiva Sankalpa Suktam from the Rig Veda, it states that the means by which a man who wants to do good, whose senses are stilled and who is wise and diligent, becomes proficient in the yajnas and other karmas established by the shastras, and also that which is the principal and most revered of the men of the means of knowledge by mind, may you have good intention. So you can offer your sankalpa, your conscious resolution at the feet of Kala Bhairava. And receive the, you can offer your sankalpa at the feet of the divine. And this is a sacred and conscious act of aligning our straying mind into empowering our declaration with the auspicious will, power, and manifesting energy of the divine to manifest our intentions into reality and for a living and enlightened lifestyle. So you can offer your sankalpa and align all of your straying thoughts, your mind into fully empowering what it is that you want to manifest in your life.
And the next traditional offering to Bhagwan Kala Bhairava is the E-Hundi offerings. And the Kala Bhairava Ashtakam describes the glory of Bhagwan Kala Bhairava. This verse describes Bhanukoti Bhaswaram Bhavabdi Tarakam Param Neelakanta Meepsitartha Dayakam Trilochanam Kala Kala Mambujaksham Akshashulam Aksharam Kashika Puradhinata Kala Bhairavam Bhaje. The translation of this verse, it means salutation. Sri Kala Bhairava was the brilliance of a million suns, who rescues us from the ocean of world existence and who is supreme. The three-eyed one with a blue throat who bestows upon us with worldly prosperity which we wish. The lotus-eyed one who is the death of the dead and takes us beyond death with the undefeatable trident that supports the three worlds. Salutations to Bhagwan Kala Bhairava, who is the ruler of the temple city of Kashi. So you can make the offerings of the E-Hundi, which are your personal expression of your sacred sentiments. And you can make the offering of the E-Hundi in multiple currencies and in any different amounts that you would wish to offer. Traditionally, the amounts of $51, $101, $251, $501, and $751. These amounts are considered auspicious in the Hindu tradition, and they are traditional offerings. And with the E-Hundi, you can make offerings in any amount of your choice as you'd like to offer.
The next offering you can make is the Pratiksha Pada Puja, the offering of worship to the divine lotus feet of Swamiji, who is manifesting Mahakala Bhairava for each and every one of you. And Adi Shankaracharya has extolled the greatness of worshiping the feet. And in this verse, he states, one's physique may be superb, and one's consort likewise, one's reputation resplendent and renowned. and one's riches as high as the Mount Meru. Yet if one's mind be not centered upon the lotus feet of the Guru, what then? What then? So you can offer the Pratikshapada Puja to the feet of Swamiji and receive the blessings of full protection and grace of Swamiji. And in this verse, it states, salutations and salutations to the sandals of my beloved Guru, which is the ocean of knowledge resembling the full moon, which is the water which puts out the fire of misfortune and which removes the stresses of those who bow down before it. So to offer the Pratikshapada Puja, you will be blessed with the removal of all of the stress in your life and all of the misfortunes in your life being removed. All find and ultimately receiving the ultimate knowledge, the experience of enlightenment itself from the Guru, who is manifesting Kalabhairava. And in the Guru Padaka Stotram, Adi Shankaracharya explains that
The next offering to Bhagwan Kalabhairava is the offering of the Jata Alankarasya. And this verse describes Kalabhairava, the Kshetra Kalabhairava, as Rakta Jwala Jagadharam Shashiyutam Raktanga Tejomayam Ashte Shula Kapala Pashatamarum Lokasya Rakshakaram. The translation for this verse: salutations to the controller of all elements of existence, Lord Bhairava, he who wears the red flames as his matted hair, Jatas, who wears the moon, who shines in red color, who holds a drum, spear, skull, rope, and mace in his hands. And you can offer the Jata Alankara Seva as an offering of pure love and devotion to Guru, who manifests as Kalabhairava and protects the disciples in the journey and paths to enlightenment. And you can make these traditional offerings on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas.
the next offering is the Vastra Alankara Seva, the offering of sacred cloth to the feet of the Guru during the Pratikshapada Puja. And in this verse, it states, salutations to he who is praised by the sage Narada and other yogis, and the one who is the Digambara, the one clothed by the sky, signifying that he is ever free. Salutations to Bhagavan Kalabhairava, who is the supreme God, the ruler and protector of the temple city of Kashi. So you can offer the Vastra Seva as an offering of pure love and devotion to the Guru, who manifests as Kalabhairava and travels along with disciples in his or her journey and path to enlightenment in every single step.
And in the Hindu tradition, the sacred element of gold is mentioned in abundance in the scriptures, and it is offered as the divine element for worship in Hindu rituals for the divine in the temples. So let us see the significance of this divine element of gold as described in this verse from the Atharva Veda. This verse says, Tredajitam janmanedam hiranyam agnirekam priyatama babhuva somasyaikyam insitasya parapatata apamekam veda samreta ahutakte hiranyam trividastavai vishe. The translation for this verse: triply born by birth is his gold. From the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apa, the watery molecules. Let that triple gold be for your long life. Gold is a divine element in the Hindu tradition. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of great spiritual significance and spiritual power, of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought current in anyone who wears it and in anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. So you can make the offering of the traditional ornaments in this divine element of gold to Bhagwan Kalabhairava during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan today, and be blessed with all the auspiciousness and blessings of Bhagwan Kalabhairava and the Nidavataris, Supreme Pontifical Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. And all of these traditional offerings can be made on the website www.samailer.com/sevas.
And here we have the list of offerings that you can make, the general donations in the e-Hundi. And you can go ahead and visit kailasa'mailer.com to make your offering to Mahakala Bhairava.
Sorry for the technical glitch. Yes, you can make the offerings of the traditional ornaments on the website www.kailasa'mailer.com/sevas, and you can make the offerings of the e-Hundi in multiple currencies in different amounts: US dollar, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, euros, Indian rupees, Singaporean dollar, the Malaysian ringgit, Great Britain pound, and the Chinese yen. And you can offer the key hundi offerings in any amount as you would like. It is your sacred gift to Bhagwan Kalabhairava as you get ready to receive the darshan of Bhagwan Kalabhairava today. And if you'd like to offer any of the traditional offerings of ornaments or sevas to Bhagwan Kalabhairava, you can also make these offerings on the website www.kailasamaila.com. You can click on the link on step 2 and make the offerings on the website. So you can make the offering of the Sankalpa chanting, the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, the Vastra Seva, the Jata Alankara Seva, and any of the various ornaments and in the traditional ornaments of Bhagwan Kalabhairava, in the divine element of gold, or any other sevas that you would like to offer Bhagwan Kalabhairava as your expression of your sacred sentiments. So you can make all of these offerings on the website www.kailasamaila.com/sevas. And if you would like to be part of the e-Kailashin community and share your messages for Bhagwan Kalabhairava or the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism during any of the live Bhava Samadhi darshans. If you'd like to post your prayers, if you'd like to post your messages of gratitude, if you'd like to post your request for blessings, you can post any messages on the YouTube live chat, on the YouTube channel, the Kailasa'S HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel, the official channel of Kailasa. You can become a member of this YouTube channel by clicking the join button and post your messages on the live chat. You can also subscribe to the channel and be notified when the channel is live and when videos are uploaded. You can receive all the notifications and be part of this community when you join and subscribe to the channel. So with this, now we'll be moving to the next segments of this Bhava Samadhi darshan, where we'll prepare and grace and blessings of Bhagwan Kalabhairava. So now let's get ready for the next segments. We'll take a few minutes.
Most easiest, most powerful, most inspiring, most exciting way to connect with life as the form of mother. Navaratri is the time to connect with cosmos as mother. Celebrate cosmic mother. This 9 days we worship mother, worshipping divine feminine.
யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி
Ultimate divine descends in human body and expresses its extraordinary powers and experiences playfully. Sundareshwara is the embodiment of this statement. He is not Shiva as you understand, sitting in the Himalayas in Samadhi. Sundareshwara is an artist with tremendous heart, ready to listen to human sufferings, ready to bend for human emotions. The one and only thing you need to obtain His grace is simple feeling connection. That's all. He bends for anybody, to any level. Even the word compassion is too small. He is still available. Even now, He is there. He assumes human body and relates with you, answers you, responds to you, raises you.
I don't know, I was lost. And then he was done speaking, and just tears just started pouring out of my face. I'm just like, ugh, I don't know what just happened. It was just like unbelievable, just unbelievable. I was just, I'm shaking now just remembering it.
I don't know what shifts inside you. It's just, I literally felt the strong initiation happening at that time when Swamiji blessed. I don't know, it just puts you in some different world altogether, and suddenly everything seems possible. Everything seems, like that impossibilities in that 1 second, fraction of a second, that impossibility drops from you. And you just, everything seems possible, that you get into that space of possibility. And I think, that is the greatest, dropping the impossibilities is really, and something changes in you, something shifts in you. You can physically feel the change and the energy that is.
Yes, Nithyananda, everyone. So now that all of us have learned what offerings you can make to Bhagavan Kalbhairava, and you have learned who is Bhagavan Kalbhairava and a lot about Bhagavan Kalbhairava, let us now get into the most awaited segment, the most awaited by the thing that is awaited by all of us, the Bhavasmal Darshan. So let us now get ready for the Bhavasmal Darshan. Let us get prepared for the Bhavasmal Darshan of Mahakalabhairava. So the Bhavasamadhi darshan is not an event in space and time. Rather, darshan happens at the moment when you are lifted out of space and time. Bhava is defined as directing and activating the emotional and spiritual energy that is created through meditation on the avatar. The Bhavasamadhi darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. And the Supreme Point of Hinduism has elaborately spoken on the science of mirroring neurons, and we will also be seeing a little more about the neurons. So the mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing and without the physical act of imitation. So that is, our entire body can silently and without movement just recreate what is happening distances far away, experiencing superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. And the science of Bhavasamadhi darshan knows no distance, and it is a phenomenon that modern science is just discovering, and they term it as quantum tunneling. So our thoughts per second reduces significantly, and we relax into the space beyond thoughts, which is thoughtlessness, becoming mentally at ease in coexisting dimensions beyond duality. And we and the divine become one, unconditioned by the parameters of time and space. So now let us understand more about the science of Bhavasamadhi darshan, how the Bhavasamadhi darshan looks. So beautifully in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the Charitamrita chapter 4, Bhagavan Krishna describes the Bhavasamadhi darshan. So when Krishna once saw his extraordinary sweetness reflected in a jeweled wall, he was amazed and said, "How unprecedented and astonishing is this deep and indescribable sweetness of mine. Alas, when I see it, even I become greedy to enjoy its sweetness. Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it, but I can't. After due consideration, I find that the only this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika." And the Bhavasamadhi darshan is the science where the Nijavatara manifests Paramashiva, the consciousness, and expresses the being of Paramashiva through the Ditya Sharira, the light body, and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form or embodied form, for us to experience Paramashiva. So here you can all see an example of how Devi Parashakti expresses through the being of Rajarajeshwari and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form, through Devi Meenakshi. And you can also see how Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses through the being of Lord Subramanya and manifests as Nijavatara, the form of Bhagavan Muruga. And Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses through the being of Arunagiri Yogeshwara and manifests as Nijavatara through the supreme point of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And Bhagavan Parandama expresses through the being of Mahavishnu and manifests as Nijavatara, the physical form, through Bhagavan Krishna and Bhagavan Venkateshwara. And just like this, Archavatar reflects the consciousness and the manifestation of the superconscious energy. But unfortunately, human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher Avatar directly. And so the avatar, the physical embodied form, comes down to bridge the gap and create an experience of superconscious energy in all of us. And when we have the Bhavasamadhi darshan of the Nijavatara manifesting beings of various dimensions of Paramashiva, the auspicious components and the powerfulness of those dimensions of Paramashiva are awakened in us. So now let us understand the dimensions of Paramashiva manifesting in the Nijavatara for us to experience the same through the Bhavasamadhi darshan. So the Bhavasamadhi darshan is the direct experience of causeless bliss. And during the Bhavasamadhi darshan, our being comes alive and celebrates with energy waves of existence. And our very muscles learn to imbibe and radiate Paramashiva. And the Bhavasamadhi darshan is like a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. And even without much effort from our side, our very environment awakens to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, during the Bhava Samadhi darshan. And when you have a glimpse of the avatar, just a small glimpse of the avatar can cleanse the karmas of lifetimes and create a deep lasting transformation in the receiver, in all of us. And gratitude enables the reflection of consciousness in the physical, psychological, and ultimately the conscious levels. And the darshan meditation as a preparation helps us to fall into the deep space of gratitude. And it is during that time we drop the conscious resolution, the Satya Sankalpa of anything that we want or need in our life, and be ready to reflect the consciousness of Paramashiva. And that is all you need to manifest the best for your life and the lives of people and beings around you. And the right context to hold during the Bhava Samadhi darshan is that I know you are the source of everything. You are everything, and you are in the embodied form of the supreme point of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And you are in this body. You are the source for both. Let me connect with you. Let you reveal yourself to me, and let me be in the Bhava Samadhi of you. So now, you can all take a few minutes to set up for the Panchopachara Puja, the 5 offerings that you can offer to Bhagavan Kalabhairava as you receive Bhagavan Kalabhairava for the darshan. So you can get some sandalwood paste and or powder, then some fresh flowers, then some incense, then a lamp and a food offering, the Naivedya. And you can set it up for the Panchopachara Puja. So you can always take a few minutes now to set it up.